What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today we have a brand new Summit car, but also a brand new drift car. We got two new drift cars, asterisks. One of them is the base version of this car right here, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and the other one is this thing, the Summit version, the, what is it, Pure Evo, something like that edition? I don't know, but we're gonna go in and unlock this thing. Also, okay, it's clearly slow because it doesn't have parts on it right now, but it doesn't feel that bad. It feels like a rather good drift car. Obviously, drifting good doesn't really mean much when it's like being a good drift car is more based on, what is it called? It's based on the method, the handbrake method. And we'll see that. We'll also be doing a video, maybe today, double upload, maybe tomorrow, playing with the base version of the Mitsubishi Lancer. But today, welcome back, boys. Head down there, subscribe with notifications on. We're very close to the third copy of Motorfest to be given away. Oh, I didn't buy the vanity tires last week. No, I forgot. Yeah, we're going to be doing a giveaway of 5 copies of Motorfest, up to 5. And of course, head down there, subscribe so that more copies are given away. Damn, I forgot to get the thing, man. I forgot to get it. Oh, I need to scrap some parts. My parts are so lackluster. Oh, stick drift. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I need to buy a new controller. Like, this is terrible. I don't want to have to pry my PlayStation controller open. We'll probably just buy a new controller. This is torture. Let's scrap these and then get done with it. There we go, and the Summit, woo! Oh, Street Showdown is this one. There we go. And I believe we can see the final Summit till Motorfest now, can we? I believe that'll be the thing. No, we can't. So, Hypercar's Glory, the Summit after US Speed Tour Band Tires, US Speed Tour East Summit. That Summit is the last Summit before Motorfest. Motorfest releases, like, the official release date is like 2 days after the Hypercar Glory Summit, so the next update, 2 days after the next update. But if you have early access, obviously it releases like a day before the next update. Let's look at this. No look at anything new coming out other than the spear racing and the Yassid design, so the 2 Motorpass F1 cars, and everything is Alpha GP. Okay, that's a cool way of doing it. I don't think they've ever done this before, where every event is... Okay, it's Alpha GP Touring. Okay, weird way of doing it. Oh, I imagine it's just all the cities events, but in Alpha GP. Okay, right. What is this Summit looking like, though? Oh, this Summit looks nice. Okay. Yeah, this Summit looks fun. Like I said, we'll probably do a video playing with the other thing, playing with the other... How can I forget English that instantaneously? This is the car I'm going to be using because obviously it's got the parts on it that boost the skill it can use. I am going to be using... I forget. I forget. Oh, the base Mitsubishi! We got 2 new drift cars, woo! And one of them's the Mitsubishi. And of course, that drift Mitsubishi will be making its way into Motorfest in December. So it won't be in Motorfest at launch. It will be added into Motorfest after the fact. Like I said, December. Okay, we're doing pretty good here so far. That's gone pretty well. And of course, this will serve as a guide for the Summit, but also the Summit is where I kind of just chill, you know. Summits, I used to hate filming Summit videos. Summit videos used to be the most, like, taxing part of the job. I used to describe it as the bit that feels most like a job, right? But, no. Now it's like everything feels like a job, and this is just something I get to go on and do. I barely play the crew, is the thing. I barely play the crew too. We got 156. There we go. This is one of the few times where I'm actually, like, properly playing the crew too, you know? It's not that bad. And I miss Motorfest. Motorfest, I actually want to play, like, to actually just play that game. I'm assuming this one is the road that I'm on. I can't imagine this one being any other road. No other road there looks anywhere near as good. I'm gonna go from here because that looks smart. Then I'm the furthest away possible. We'll go obviously drag, and there it is. That's, pardon me, the parts, and this is the car we're gonna be going on. Let's rev her up. The wide body is rather cool, I suppose, and off we go. Now don't. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna hit that straight away and stay in the cycle lane. I probably should have nitroed a little earlier. Okay, yeah, I probably could have nitroed earlier, actually, now that I think about it. The summits, of course, are in Motorfest, and they're largely similar. The only thing missing is the mixed events. No mixed events. Instead, it's still 3 skills. It's still 3 skills, 6 regular events. It's the same kind of stuff. That was, like, a bump in the road. God damn it. In fact, it's so similar that even in the Crew Motorfest is traffic still on during skills, which is something that I'm baffled that they didn't end up changing, right? But yes, summits in Motorfest will be fun. We obviously still have summit cars. It's nice to know that there's a lot of nice, cozy, recognizable, you know? There's a lot of change in Motorfest, but then there's also a lot of like, oh, I recognize this. And that was bad. Oh, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time before I just accept that we have a pretty decent run already. Let's, is this guy trying to leech off my slipstream? He is. And is this guy gonna give me slipstream? Ooh, alright. Okay, and perfect. And, oh, he's already off, so let me... Oh, and he's let me go. Okay. He did not like that I was leeching off his slipstream. Whatever, I give up. Boy smashing! Now, I will... attempt to not create any clips with this. I tend to cause a lot of clips, especially on the Reddit, to appear whenever I partake in some boy smashing. Whenever I smash boys, for some reason, a bunch of clips start appearing on the Reddit. I don't really get it, right? Like, what's wrong in this day and age in this game with me going in and not starting the skill by mistake? What is wrong in this day and age with me smashing some boys? There you go. Let's do that. Oh, perfect. Okay, and there we go. Everything's going pretty good. This one's a very simple one, and we've had no, like, angry other people also doing it with collision on. I got all of them there. I don't know if getting all of them really gives you anything extra. It's just that, hey, look, I got all of them. If you were really wanting to sweat this, you could get someone in front of you to, like, nudge them all into one thing. Because as you can see, if someone else gets them, you can still... They don't claim them for you. They stay on screen for you, and they just get moved around. And then they're a lot easier to get. So, you could hypothetically get someone in front of you to go through them, and then you get them, right? 14154. Pretty good. I will take that. Let's go on to the Skyline High Octane Edition. Interesting choice. Here we go. The High Octane Edition. As far as I remember, this thing is actually worse than the regular Skyline, than the regular...
You're so gonna win this one.
R32 Skyline. R32, sorry, R34. R32 or 3, one of those two, is the one that we're getting in Motorfest, because obviously we've seen that in some images and stuff. Okay. Stay clean, thank you. Okay, good enough. And yeah, it's actually worse than the regular Skyline, but it still doesn't seem terrible now that I'm driving it. It's whatever. I mean, this is one of the cars that was supposed to be a paid only bundle. So like the Star Edition, the Mitsubishi Star Edition, that thing that was supposed to be a paid only bundle, that ended up re-releasing as a bucks bundle. You can buy that for bucks now instead of just being paid only. Because obviously the community didn't very much like it. And instead what ended up happening is that they brought it back as bucks only, and the cars in the future from that, because this thing, the Ghost Hunt Combi, that thing as well was supposed to be a paid only bundle, or crew credit only bundle. It was weird. It was a weird thing that they went about doing, and they scrapped very quickly, and this was supposed to be one of them. But it wasn't in the end. But do you want to consider something cool while I mention that? I've been racing pretty well in this right now. I've done pretty good for our first lap. Let's just hope that nothing goes on. Okay, that was terrible there, so already I've jinxed myself. There we go. Not too bad. Oh, hello, Janice. What are you doing, Janice? Janice, if you were ahead of me there, I would have rioted, Janice. I would have utterly rioted. Call me a Kaiser Nash viewer, Janice. If you goddamn stopped in front of me there. I would have been fuming. Okay, right. Let's do the shortcuts. Let's get to the end. Those shortcuts being, of course, going through these 2 trees here. Very clean line there. Like, it's the most easiest, obvious line you could easily find. Yeah, sure. And then you go to the right of the ramp here, because obviously the longer you spend in the air, the worse off you really are, because that's how the Crew 2's physics work, unfortunately. You're just worse off in the air. It's the same in Motorfest 2. You're much faster if you don't take the jumps. But, of course, that's about it, basically. I don't know. Drive well is the only other thing I can really say. I would argue, though, that has gone really well. I definitely could have used up a lot more of my NOS at the end there. But that went pretty damn well. I'll take it. And that gives us 132,000 points. I will absolutely accept that. And next, I believe, is just the drift. Yeah, it's the drift forced vehicle. It's pretty alright. Also, obviously, I'm going to be doing this on Rookie to Icon 1000. I did the last summit too. I'm actually remembering to do it. And now Rookie to Icon 1000 is going to have to go in overdrive because I need that series done, man. God, we're already a third. We're like a third of the way through this month. And I haven't done that series yet. It's really stressful because I need that series done before Motorfest. Oh, this is nice. At least it's like the best drift event. One of my favorites. Okay. This thing doesn't have the power required for an event like this. It just doesn't. This doesn't have the power required. Like, I don't have the momentum to carry out the long, wide drifts. I'm hoping that this thing is a lot better once customized. Also, this is the first ever drift summit car, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Also, summit cars remain exclusive in the Crew Motorfest, so some people are upset about that. Some people don't like the concept of the summit. One thing was someone was like, oh, people are just gonna cheat. Modding and cheating is impossible in the Crew. The game just does not work. There's no working repackaging, repack it, or whatever. Anything like that. There's nothing like that that works for the Crew Motorfest or the Crew 2. None of it at all. So modding is entirely impossible when it comes to the Crew. Except for that one... No, it's not even a mod. It's an external graphics tanking, which is the NVIDIA low graphics, whatever. That thing is the only real thing you can do to the Crew 2. And doesn't really matter, though. Doesn't... That's annoying. Okay, honestly, like, the fact that we can't even alter the pro settings of this thing, really, really, really annoying, because, like I said, it's not built for a track like this. This is one of the most satisfying, enjoyable drift tracks in the game, yet you can't really do anything with it because you just don't have the momentum in a car like this with how slow it is not maxed out. Like I was saying, though, summit cars do remain exclusive in the Crew Motorfest, which I think is fine. Look, it's the only skill issue cars that remain exclusive. The Icon 1000 cars, the Icon cars, those are now buyable as well. The Hobbies cars are now buyable. The Boss cars are buyable. Any car locked behind an event is now buyable. The only things, even all Motorpass cars are obviously slowly returning. So those will all be permanently buyable eventually. There's so much going on with cars that are now buyable that weren't previously that it's like, hey, who cares that the one thing that's actually skill-based rather than just money-based or grinding-based, the one thing that's actually skill-based, that thing is still exclusive. Yeah, you know, I get it. And it makes it cool because Summit cars can still return in the Crew 2. I like that Summit cars are still exclusive, alright. Let me know in the comments if you really adamantly disagree with such an opinion. But that's where I stand. What? How? How and why? Why and how? How and why? And how's someone done 851,000?
On those tires, burn them up.
Is there a way to handbrake method this? Is it just handbrake method by stock? Like, something is up there. What do you mean 851,000? Oh, right-hand drive. What do you mean? What? Excuse me? Jesus Christ, that is atrocious. What are you talking about? How much did that get us? That got us only 137,000 or something, which isn't the best. So, That's annoying. Oh, 131,000. Even worse. Even worse. Great. Hypercar Corvette convertible. I love that one because I can do that one on Rookie to Icon 1000. Let's do it though. Here we go. I'm in the Frank, the Frank Steakhouse livery, the vintages, the Corvette convertible. If you don't know, I did a video when this thing was $10. That was $10 versus $1 million hypercar. One of my, I really enjoyed that video. That one was a fun one. Check that one out. Honestly, if you want something else to watch after this one, that one's a much more enjoyable, again, like this, a bit more slow-paced video where we do some challenges. It's Top Gear style, which, by the way, obviously, because finally, me, Josh, and Vintage are going to be on the same platform on the Crew Motorfest. So, finally... Okay, it's at the very start. I can do that. I can do that. Now that me, Josh, and Vintage are all on the exact same platform for the Crew 3, it's going to be very fun to finally do proper... like, this will be the home of, you see it for GTA. I would assume someone's done it for Forza. This will be the home of the Crew Top Gear on the SidWaj channel, where I will... head in with Vintage, with Josh, with... Maybe I'll even do like I'll try and maybe get some guests and do star in a reasonably priced car maybe. Who knows, you know, who knows. I might try to get people who I've had on the podcast before. Get them in a star in the reasonably priced car or whatever. But that would just double as the podcast. How am I this bad? But maybe I will, you know, have them set a time around a test track. Yeah, it could be fun, it could be fun. I wouldn't mind doing that, yeah. A full Crew Top Gear, where we have like a segment, and I'll try and edit it into an actual like Top Gear episode style, right? I'll have to rewatch a few episodes of Top Gear to get the gist of it, but, and hey, never hated rewatching some Top Gear. Top Gear absolutely slaps. One of the greatest shows of British history. Yeah, I look forward to it. I absolutely look forward to doing Crew Top Gear. There's probably a name that's possible there somewhere, but it's parody, okay? It's technically something, I don't know, there's a legality. The Sidemen do game shows, so I'm sure there's a legality there somewhere. And of course, this one was featured in a $10 versus $1 million hypercar challenge, so that one was indeed very fun. Okay, let's... Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. Sweet. Alright. Oh yeah, and this race is very, very simple. It's just a straight road, really. It's one of the few very straight road races, and I don't really care much for it. It's whatever. Sweet. I mean, let's just get to the end then, I guess, because there's nothing more exciting about it. I mean, there's turns that are annoying, like this one. But if you make it perfectly like that, then they're not very annoying, you know? Okay, let's stay in control for this end bit too. Good enough, absolutely. Yeah, boring event, really boring event if it wasn't for just talking about Crew Top Gear, really. That event sucked. Oh, and next it's the drag in, it's the drag event in the Corvette. Oh, is that a Viper? Oh, look, I did the funny. I called a Corvette a Viper, the other way around. I called a Viper a Corvette. Oh, is that the Corvette? Oh, silly me. I hate these new events, by the way. Look at that new event banner. It doesn't even work. It doesn't fit. Here we go. You know, I do want to do a video on drag because I wanna make a short on drag because I want to make a short about how drag events are literally, like, they're the most boring and the worst event in the game because you can literally do them with your monitor off. And if there's an event that you could... Whoa! How long has this event been in the game? What? Wait, that's kind of cool. I didn't know this event was in the game. Since when? Oh my god, I really have lost touch with the real core bit of the crew. There we go. And let's try that again. That was actually quite fun. Oh my god, speaking of drag, that was bad timing. I'm just talking about drag being boring events. And now we've got a cool event like this, what? Okay. Epic. I don't know if that's gonna be quicker. Way later nossing. to instead get, okay, that was a little bit slower. Only by, like, okay, no, by a whole second on that margin is actually quite bad. Never mind. I mean, hey, this is the first time I've shown, like, all 3 runs of a drag event, right? Drag event runs I will normally just skip through because they suck and they're boring. But no, I actually showed the whole thing. There you go. Sweet. And just giving up parts, I imagine that was a rather high point run. The first one was still the best, but I imagine that was a good run. Yeah, 132,000. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. How are we close to the end? We're in the last 2. Oh, and now we have to take our parts off of the Skyline, which obviously shouldn't have parts on it because I only put parts on like the exclusive vehicles up here or ex-motor pass vehicles, I guess, as well as hobbies and a couple other grind-based things. Motor pass cars definitely really shouldn't be up here anymore, but they were cool at some point, so, you know, I keep the motor pass cars up here. This one shouldn't because it's completely not, like, a cool car. I mean, it is an edition car. Maybe I just make it so all the edition cars are up here now that I'm keeping motor pass cars up here anyway, right? But we have to swap those parts onto the Quattro Volvo, the 4 Volvos, Countach, because obviously this is the best car in street, and we're doing a no restriction street event. Here we go. And we're off to a messy start.
Talking so you can start driving.
Thank you, Hero. Now the start's even more messy. And I know this event. This event is the one where you have to be smart about this very first turn, because in PvP, everyone will go wide. But the rest of this race is pretty alright. God, this mountain. Look at this mountain. Look at how terrible it looks compared to the volcano in Motorfest. That's atrocious. Oh, dear. Look at how bad that looks. Why does it look so bad? Oh god. It's also PlayStation 2. I'm gonna enjoy Motorfest is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna enjoy Motorfest. And if we get 2 map expansions in Motorfest, that would be incredibly, incredibly nice. Which I will talk about. I will definitely be doing a video talking about how map expansion, very likely, Motorfest, etc., etc. How did I hit that wall? How am I that bad? Okay, this thing is a very, very raucous vehicle. Okay, see, this is the bit that I kind of don't know how to run in this race, because it's like, every single turn, I have no idea what I'm doing, because every single turn is either, I don't know if I'm wall riding it, and I don't know if I'm not wall riding, if I'm actually taking the turn properly with a race line, etc., etc. It's annoying. It's annoying that I cannot manage to gauge which way around I'm doing either of those. Let's just try and stay in control with a car this hectic and chaotic first. There we go. God, I definitely could have nosed more. I need to get used to noshing, using all of my nos by the end of an event because I'm really bad at it. There we go, though. 128,000. Pretty good. Pretty sweet. Pretty sick. And what are we looking at for... Now we're on the final event, right? Oh, drift event. Yeah, drift in a street event. Drift in the strip special. Ooh. Agera's the best? Is that what everyone's using? Okay, Agera's the best, I guess. I think I have parts for this, actually. Wait. I want to say I have parts for this specific occasion. Is it these? Do I have better ones? I might. Yes, I do! I have drift and refill speed parts. Sweet! We're absolutely prepared. I imagine there's some kind of specific settings I'm supposed to use, right? Like, I imagine... I couldn't tell you what they are. I could not tell you what they are, but I imagine there's some kind of specific settings I'm supposed to use. I'm not gonna use them though. Instead, I'm just gonna do it. You know, instead I'm just going to do it. I better not have some ugly smoke on this car. I don't know when I recustomized all my cars, but whenever I did, they were rather horrendous. They were rather shocking. Okay, we have an ice. We have the ice smoke. Sure, you know what? It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Okay. See, what this feels like is that we have had to use this car in an event like this before, because it feels weird. Let's stay in control. It's cool that we're doing street drift. I mean, the Agera isn't exactly a street car, though, is the thing. Ah! Ew. And you know what? All in all, this summit's been pretty alright, though. It's mostly street events. It's mostly simple stuff. I've not minded it. Okay, summits can be worse, and this one wasn't that. This one was actually pretty alright, honestly. Okay, this event specifically, though, is utter torture. This is... God damn it. Ow! God damn... Ow! And there we go. Thank you to popular members, especially thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Void, Danimal the Manimal, and...
checkpoint they go.
I need
Close
to check
finishing.
because
Who
the
will leave
members
their
obviously
mark?
switch around, and I forget who's who. And hey, look, they're getting extra screen time. Look at them. Look at them. The menaces at start. They're getting extra screen time. Grim Pepper. And an insane top of the top. Thank you, the highest thank yous to Bad at Games 02. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got a pretty good 221st. Yay! That puts us in a decent place to get the Cheyenne Smoke, the Mitsubishi Lancer Drift Flow. That's what it was, the Flow edition. And then we got the Brits here. I will probably do a video on the Brits unless there's something Motorfest related going on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an open beta. I highly expect an open beta. But in the meantime, not a lot going on. So, that's going to be about it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my video on the Mitsubishi Space Drift vehicle. I will see you boys in the next one in a bit.